Oh my gosh.
Okay, this might be a little too much. Happy Halloween. What's happening? Can you hear me?
Yeah, how festive.
Yeah, we try to keep it light here.
With the kid, it's perfect.
You know what I mean? And then look, wow, you ain't ready for this. It is full effect. We are Spider-Man in full effect. Yeah, and it winks. Yo, shout out Disneyland for this. I think I won this like shooting a basketball or something. It was dope. Yeah, Alexis, we back. What's happening? What's up? We're here. What's up, my folks? Watching it on YouTube. Chargers is in the building. Antonio's in the building. This is Start or Bench, a Chelsea themed live stream where we talk about all things Chelsea. We got an inflated roster, so we have a live interactive vote and poll on here to talk about who should start and who should be benched in this game. What's happening, Alexis? Today is Friday, October 31st. Ooh. And we got a lot to talk about. Man, time flies. The last time we talked, it was, what was it? It was 3 games ago, technically. It was ahead of Ajax for the Champions League, and we're already here. A League Cup game, another, yeah. I've been telling people this is the longest year that has gone by so extremely fast. So
yes,
got to keep going.
What in the heck? Like October, you had no right to go by that.
Like that. This is the first Halloween thing I've done. I don't have no decorations. I need to go get candy for trick-or-treaters. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. Absolutely. So whatever. We're just gonna go as time goes and keep it going. What's up with you, Alexis?
Not much. Just doing me, pretty much. Just doing me.
Yeah.
I have a question. What is a mod? I'm new to this. Who are the mods? What is?
We got mods. Oh yeah, both of these guys are actually mods. They are moderators on my YouTube stream. They're able to. I don't know what my moderators are able to do, but they're tasked with keeping the chat going. People come into the chat. They keep it going so we can interact on the show and they can interact in the chat and we all come together. What's up, Christopher Keys tupping in? What's happening? Yeah, so I got my 2 mods. There it is.
It sounds like kind of like rough, like like ops or something like that. Like it sounds tough.
They're the opposite of ops, they're the mods, They're supposed to be on our side. They haven't always been on our side, but they are here too. And yeah, they're here to make sure we don't have any more comments in the chat telling us we're boring as fuck.
Right. That is my favorite comment ever, because I think that was like the stream we had like the most views too. So it's like we need the haters. Like I love that. I like bring it on. I love those comments. I will like tag those comments every time.
I love it. We love the banter. We love the hate here. You don't have to be a Chelsea fan to appreciate this live stream. Come tap in. Come let your opinion be known. Again, we got the QR code right up here for you guys to scan and come and participate in the survey. We'll get the survey going pretty soon. But yeah, it's about Chelsea. It's about what we're doing in the Premier League, what the Premier League is doing in general. We have a Liverpool fan here. He said, what if we talk about whatever is wrong with Liverpool? Hey, bro, we don't have enough time on this chat for that.
Yeah, and thankfully you guys are just showing us what's wrong, so we actually don't have to talk
about it. We don't have to talk about it. We see it on the field.
I mean, you guys actually are showing us each game.
Each and every game. Every time you throw out another one of them BS lineups, that's what we see. Hey, appreciate you, Christopher Keys, with the positivity on a Friday. Well, Alexis, I don't know how I feel. We've had a kind of an up and down, especially since we've last talked. Obviously, we won our Champions League match against Ajax, which is good. Then came back and ran into just absolute, just shambolic behavior playing against Sunderland.
Yes.
And then like the League Cup is kind of a merge of the two, where it's like we won, but like that was trash, especially the second half. So, where do you want to start?
Yes, I kind of wanted. I wanted to highlight and talk about some players from the Sunderland game.
Let's talk Sunderland.
I think we can talk about our general state at Chelsea right now.
100%.
So controversial, but I think we need to talk about Garnacho because I think I might feel differently than the other people. I personally think it was a great goal. You've taken the lead for us in the first 3 minutes. He also had another opportunity on a volley that was a great save. Yes, we didn't play well that game, but I don't like that he's being used as a scapegoat for our problems because I don't think he's the problem. We've got other problems.
Right.
So people are going off on him in this slander. I don't think he deserves that personally.
Yeah. Again, wait. What? I've missed the slander. To be honest, honestly, quite frankly, I've forgotten about Garnacho of all players because we saw that goal, in the first minute against Sunderland, fourth minute against Sunderland, and so much has gone bad. What's the hate he's getting online?
Let me find the exact post.
Yeah,
I reposted it. Let me find it. I think it was something that Ma said, which usually I'm on his side.
Oh, Matisse.
Yeah,
big Chelsea UK streamer.
Yes, which I'm usually on his side. I usually love what he has to say.
Oh, but he's the one talking that smack about Garnacho. Here's the thing about Garnacho. While you find it, from my opinion, he was always going to be kind of that extra, right? An extra body, somebody hopeful. You and I have talked about it twice now on this live stream that we want him to, like, we are seeing actual production out of him.
Yeah.
Just by way of creating chances. It's not necessarily super creative. It's not necessarily GA, but it's definitely like, oh, he's doing things there. And that goal kind of typified that, right? Like it was a through ball. He went, he made his move, he handles his business. Maybe a lucky goal, slotted straight through the keeper's legs, but he did his thing. Right. And he's shooting, and he's trying to, you don't score a goal, you don't win the lottery, you don't buy a ticket. I think my issue is, I'm trying to be fair. I'm actually watching that Sunderland game back right now. I will say that he kind of disappeared after that goal. I will say that I kind of ceased.
Which is where I wanted to back him. And when I was watching the highlights back, he also did have that great opportunity on the volley. He was on the end of something. But if we're saying he disappeared, I think it's fair to say the whole team disappeared.
That's fair.
To be honest,
That's fair.
I felt for him because I'm like, I feel like his moment got stolen by such a poor performance from us.
Such a poor, especially defensively. Like,
but the comment was, I'll be honest, if I could sell him in January, I would genuinely sell him. I don't think he's earned that, to be honest. I can understand, which again, remember, I loved him. Mudryk, I can understand if people were saying that about Mudryk because he just was not producing. And
yeah, it took years. We had Mudryk for years.
100%. But Garnacho, he's just got here. I'm not saying he's going to be our legendary answer, but I do think he's that impact player, which is that 70th minute mark, something like that. So for him to start and score, I think that was good. I don't think that's enough to earn him the starting spot, as we'll talk about like Gittins.
Yeah.
I don't think that's enough to earn him the starting spot, but I do not think as Chelsea fans he deserves that slander from us. He
100.
hasn't done anything for him to be worthy of that. I think people are bringing in how they feel about him at Man United into him at Chelsea right now, but he doesn't deserve that in my opinion.
Right. I'm going to be honest with you. I agree with you, but I'll also take kind of like a slight detour with that, where he doesn't deserve any kind of anything right now. Like he doesn't deserve a thought right now because he is neither the most important nor the least important player at this club. Right. He hasn't had enough time to actually put his imprint on anything. Right. And yet he still has some GA, which is more than I can say for others.
And right? I agree with what you're saying, but I think this is a byproduct to the system and not him, because we'll talk about later. The substitutions are, I don't know what he's doing. But as far as other players, so other players to highlight, Achimpong, I thought he did fantastic in Sunderland. He is our best ball carrier, and taking him off again was to put on Tosin.
Why do you take off defender? Like, and where do you see center backs being subbed, like for rotation periods?
Real.
Yeah.
Your center backs are playing 90 minutes.
Yeah.
They're playing the whole game. Center back is typically the one position that isn't subbed. So you're right. Even thinking of that was strange.
Now there are two approaches to this too. There's two perspectives, right? The first perspective is probably ours, which is not only do you not sub your center backs, but we don't have our set center backs. We don't have set starting center backs. So give the people who are playing and who played 70, 65 minutes give them 90. That we need more experience on the field, especially for players like Josh Achimpong, who's young. You know what I mean? Who's a
think
teenager.
Momentum, like, I don't know, it feels like the manager has a lack of understanding with momentum. Like Josh, he's doing these brilliant tackles. He is fueled right now. We're starting to at least see a decent pairing there. Why would you break up the chemistry that we've made within this game?
Right.
To put in Tosin, which again, it actually just didn't make sense. Like as I was watching,
so here's the other perspective from that is that we back to the same point. We don't have starting center backs. We have center backs coming back from injury who have these like little naggles and things on them, like Tosin, and it's like, all right, we should have this game kind of in a good position now. 1-0 is not a good position, and I think it was actually 1-1 when he subbed him. But I can see the perspective of we need to get Tosin some minutes. We need to get him back because shit, we got Tottenham next week. We got League Cup. We got this and that. I know it doesn't make sense to me.
Which I hear you. I just don't. I actually hear that perspective. I just don't. Tosin, what he's showing me is you are quite poor in one-on-ones, and you're starting to be unreliable aerially, which is actually where we need you if we're playing you. So
that's your best attribute. Like, what are we doing, Tosin?
You're not using that, and him 1v1s is so poor that no, I would rather. I'll put in Achimpong and even Hato, honestly.
Yeah.
Because Chalaba and Tosin are looking like a nightmare paired together.
Yeah. I want everybody to keep that banked for our survey today, because I really am a little confused at this center back. It's crazy that still, we're at this point.
Yeah.
And we don't even have an inkling of one.
Yeah.
Right. We have no understanding. And the understanding probably from both of us right now, and I wouldn't say that we're being too rash in saying this, is that the teenagers and the brand new and the debutantes like Hato and Achampong probably need to start over our seasoned players, Unk Tosin
Well, yes, because that is an issue. That is an issue is if at age 25 and 26, which is what Chalaba and Trevor are, that is an issue.
the most
You
senior.
are not starting to reach like if this is your peak, that is an issue. Yes, yes, for the men's players, typically you're going to really mature when you're like 28 and older. Yes, but if this is what we are seeing, if this is your ceiling at age 25, 26, that is concerning.
That is hella concerning. Absolutely.
That is very concerning. If that is your 1v1 defending at age 26, I am sorry. That is an issue.
Yeah, and I mean, while we're at it, let me just go in. Like, let me just go in. That second goal, that game-winning goal from Sunderland, where it was literally we had probably 90% possession at this point with the last 20 minutes of the game. We're trying to go in and just get this last one, and we get counterattacked. One long ball up, right? One striker, two center backs. First of all, this is back to your thought process on Tosin. Let me start with Tosin. Tosin, his awareness is like 16 out of 100. He literally the amount of times I see Tosin allow the ball to go over his head is crazy. If there's no pressure on the ball, you drop. Like that is just that is 101. And every time he's seeing a long ball coming and he has no idea how to judge it, goes over his head. Fine, goes over his head. He recovers, right? And gets in front of the defender. And now we have Chalaba, and I wish I had a screenshot of that. But I've never seen something so wild in my life. I've never
seen that before.
It's literally the 90+ minute.
And he held it for what, five minutes in the box?
It literally looked like he was in the box by himself. I don't even like it felt like everybody recovering, trying to get to him took like 6 minutes to get up the field. It makes no sense. But he literally held it. If I had that much time in the Premier League, I'm scoring. Like I'm passing the ball off. I'm probably turning Tosin and scoring. Like it's wild. But again, I can't say it enough. You know, obviously we talk about Tosin, but Chalaba to do that and just stand behind Tosin, that was the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
No, I simply don't trust either of them. So we definitely need to be looking for a center back. And I think maybe the last player worth highlighting, I actually have an interesting perspective on this as well. I think Esteval, I feel I feel about him in general. He's exciting. He is creative. However, he is unreliable defensively. And if you are a winger, I think your expectation is for you to provide offensively just as much as you can defensively, because you do have to run up and down the pitch. And I think he has a lot of turnovers when he's trying to be flashy, which is exciting, which is the Brazilian style.
Yeah,
which is nice to see. We like to see that creativity. But if it's at the cost of turnovers and you not tracking back, that's when I'm putting on Neto first. Again, Neto does not have that same creativity. We know that. We see that. But if he's going to be more reliable, then that's kind of how I feel about him. I think he's really exciting to watch. But he is young. He's only 18. He's a kid. And I think because of that, there's that inconsistency in those turnovers.
And I think because based on his performances, I do think he should be starting more often now. And because of that reason, exactly what you're saying, I think that's what's giving Maresca pause. And that's probably why we won't see him start this weekend, to be perfectly honest.
It exactly is, And I think it's because all the fans are like, he's our best winger. He's our best winger. Hold on. Yeah. He is our most creative winger. He is the most exciting because we can obviously now clearly see the hole that cannot be filled with Cole Palmer. We're seeing it. Yes, he's creative. He's fantastic. He's smooth on the eye. However, when you haven't been in the Premier League before, it requires more than that. Flashiness doesn't do it.
Yeah. To be honest. Yeah, we need more from him. It's just a weird time because our most productive players are still kind of hurt or on the fringe.
Yeah.
And because of that, we have like a bunch of players that we don't usually rely on. And now we're having to rely on almost even mentally a kid like Esteval, where Maresca, I have so much to say about Maresca too. And I'm going to get to that in a second.
Yeah.
Maresca, unfortunately, is tasked with having to do things right. And I think what he's doing with Esteval is right. But unfortunately, with the situation Chelsea is in right now, it feels like it's not right. It feels like maybe you need to be more bullish and
Okay.
put him in the fire a little bit more often. But to
Yeah.
your point, he's an 18-year-old. He's making mistakes. He's turning the ball over. He's losing his man tracking back.
That really makes sense what you were just saying about like what he is doing is right, but the position that we are in, which is, might I add, ninth in the table.
Ninth place.
Ninth in the table, the position that
Yikes.
we are in, he probably does. Yes, he needs to be more bullish. We do need to take more risks right now.
Right. And speaking of risks, what we don't need to be doing is risking these weirdo substitutions because you're trying to get everybody engaged in the game. We don't need Tosin on, like we said, at the 70th minute when H.M. Pong has been playing pretty well all game, things like that. But I saw a stat that was really interesting to me. I was going to bring it up on the screen, but I'm just going to put this up. This is Maresca versus Lampard. First 47 games, Lampard had 84 points. Maresca has 83. And it did make me kind of taken aback because when I think of Lampard as a Chelsea manager, I'm just like, bruh. I mean, and I should have used this as a ranking, but it really definitely goes. I mean, Lampard is, if Lampard's here and Potter's here, like Maresca is somewhere like close. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm curious what you think of that. Is that kind of like, these are just numbers, completely different situations, because they were completely different situations.
Yeah.
Or is it, and though they were different situations, I will say, like, Frank had a young team too, right? Frank took over Thomas Tuchel's team after Potter, and we saw what happened, but we had more senior players on that team versus Maresca is in this whole new Bowley, new Chelsea kind of thing where he's finally bringing in a bunch of players, but they're all young players and he's having to manage them. What do you think about that comparison and those numbers?
What do I think about the comparison? As far as how the managers will turn out, I mean, if you're looking at Maresca, we won a championship, and now we're in the Champions League.
Right.
So
right.
I guess if we're judging it based off of that, then it looks like Maresca will probably end up better for us. But honestly, what I'm seeing right now, I don't really like. I don't know. I need more Mourinho. Like, I need you to want to win for us. And it feels like again, we're just trying to be in top 4. And I don't really want that. I don't think with the money we spend and with the caliber that we are, that should be
the club we are, right?
That's not the club we are.
That's not
us.
That's
not Chelsea.
Right.
So I just feel like
but are you now, let's get this right. Where are you in the Maresca out kind of dialogue? You're nowhere near it, or you're kind of like rethinking Maresca? Where are we, Alexis? Give me a 1 out of 10. Where are you with,
by the end of the year? So by what, December?
Yeah.
If I do not see improvement in his substitutions and his game management, then I would probably be Maresca out, but it wouldn't be like kind of how the Tottenham fans were with Ange of like, he sucks, this and that. No, it wouldn't be that. It would just be like, okay, I don't think you're working for the system.
Yeah.
That's how I would feel.
Yeah. I feel you on that.
I wouldn't be like, he's a bad manager, this and that. I would just say, okay, it looks like he doesn't really manage these players well.
Yeah. Looks like we might need something new. Though I can't even begin to think about what I'm ready to think about in terms of a new manager and whatnot. So I'm nowhere near.
I think he needs to learn from these substitutions. Those are my thoughts. Is like that has been what's killed nearly every game. Is like we're either up and then the subs were poor. We're either down and then the subs were poor.
Yeah. And the homie Joshy definitely did throw up a good point. Frank didn't have a lot of injuries on the roster. He didn't, he was just Frank was just bad at coaching defense. And Maresca kind of is too, but at least Maresca has more of a system, I think. But
yeah, and I think, unfortunately, the players that Maresca is working with right now aren't helping with the whole defense, whole defense issue.
Yeah, and that's back to what homie Joshy is saying with the injuries. Like, we can't compare it. Like, we have a lot of very important players that are just out injured, and it just is what it is. So that's what we're gonna do. Do we have any? A lot more of this stuff that we're gonna talk about is also kind of in the survey. So we're gonna get this survey going on again. If you guys are watching along, hit that QR code up here. Bow bow. You can scan it. You can take a screenshot.
I think maybe we can talk about, unless you already had it prepared, Delap's red card. You have it prepared? Okay.
No, I don't have it. I don't have it prepared.
Okay.
I would.
Mr. Delap, do you understand that?
Go ahead, address him right now. Address him right.
Mr. Delap, who I love.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you understand that we don't have a true striker, a true number 9? Do you also understand that your jersey is number 9? The 9 that we need is not available. Do you also understand that you have come back early, which puts us in a very good position?
Yeah.
Do you understand that we need you to play? We're playing Spurs, who is in a better position than us on the
way
table.
better. They're fighting for top spots now, honestly.
Yes. And because of these things, we need you. So by you getting a red card for none of these actually being ball contacts, by the way, and you being out, you didn't actually touch the ball.
You didn't do nothing. And not only did you do nothing, what in the Red Bulls or Rage Roids were you drinking on your way onto the field? What were you doing? You just got out there and were trying to fight people. Now, to be fair, I do think that second yellow was harsh. I will give that a little bit. It was a stupid, innocuous jump. Maybe you got elbow contact. You didn't see a swing. There's no VAR in EFL Cup, so whatever. But we got to see 26 minutes of you, Mr. Delap. And in those 26 minutes, you'd provided nothing by way of anything that would want us to start you against the Spurs anyway. So, I don't know what that was. The first yellow card was absolute garbage.
Yeah.
You just got on the field. You don't need to be pushing nobody. Play the game. Yeah, man.
And I just think that's crazy because it's like we kind of need to win all of our games.
We need to win, bruh.
We're not in a position where if we would have tied to Sunderland, that's a different situation, which we should have won. We're not in a position where, we'll see what happens next game. No, unfortunately, the 9th table position requires winning all the games now.
We need to win. Now, granted, I will say it's still tight. Premier League, best league in the world.
It's tight.
It's so tight. We're 3 points from. Hold on, let me double check before I say something crazy. But the last time I checked, I think we're at 14 points. Arsenal's in first at 22 points. So okay, we're pretty far off. We're 8 points from, but only 8 points from the top of the table is still at 9th place. Is still a tight table, right?
I know. The good news is
we're 1 win off Tottenham, who's in 3rd place, right?
And the good news is we're only 1 point away from Liverpool.
That's not good news. Liverpool is in
the good news is we're only 2 points under Man United, who I thought they were still that bad.
No, they are. They're in the mud. We're all in the mud, it seems like. But it doesn't make sense because ours are weird. Like, we've had some losses, but to be 1 point off of a Liverpool side who's lost 5 of their 6 matches, that's crazy. To be 2 points off of Man United, who obviously they've won some games, they beat us, but they don't look any kind of interesting this year. Legitimately, I keep hearing people.
And for Sunderland to be in 4th, they're not getting relegated.
Now Sunderland, and so that's the only reason I'll give Sunderland grace for even beating it. Well, it should have been a tie, but I'm like, all right, well, you guys are working your tails off.
Yeah,
y'all are up the table.
They also had for each of our wingers, they had 2 defenders on them. I'll give them that. I was seeing it every time, and I'm like, dang, their defense, they were locked in. They wanted it more.
They're absolutely locked in. So, but we shouldn't be like that. We need to be locked in every game. It's great that we've got some Champions League wins now and whatever, but it's time to lock in a little bit. It's time to kind of form into the team that we're supposed to be. I'll say one more thing about Maresca, and this kind of leads into us getting the starter bench. So again, guys, scan that QR code, come participate in the chat, in the surveys. But Maresca had jumped on an interview and said, talked about the players that are playing and aren't playing. They're all back now. This was like Moises Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, Joao Pedro. But he mentioned Joao Pedro specifically in that he is not the kind of guy who's going to give you 20 goals a year. He's not that kind of player. He's not a poacher. He likes to make plays on the. Bruh, we needed a striker.
Which, again, if you're going to say that based off of, so the thing is, Joao Pedro, he gets off his vacation early. He comes with us to the Club World Cup and performs a masterpiece.
Looks like a striker.
Looks like a striker. So you're going to come back now and say that's what he's not going to give us, which again, I don't know if that's any good for a player's confidence as well.
Right.
For your manager to pretty much say, I don't see you scoring, which as fans, we can see it. We can see it as well,
We know it.
unfortunately.
We see it.
But
still.
when we heard of this signing, we didn't think, oh, we're getting a 10. We thought, oh, yay, we're getting a striker.
Yo.
Yeah.
Look at hold on. Let me share this. This guy was playing the 10, ended up playing the 10 against Sunderland. This is our lineup against Sunderland because we started Mark Guiu, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at this man's rating. This is our number one top striker of the world. It should be popping up.
Let's see.
This man has a 6.2 rating in the middle of the park as a 10. He needs to be playing striker. We said this 2 weeks ago. You need to go and be working on not touching the ball and being more clinical.
I think he's played. I think the issue was what happened is I think right after Cole getting hurt, we had to rely on him too much, and I think he's just played too many games. He doesn't look electric, so I'm glad he was able to at least rest this game.
Right.
I think he's played too many games. I think he needs to turn it on, but hopefully that rest was enough.
I saw another stat that said he hasn't had a shot on target in 5 games, so we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see what he can do for us, but I need more out of him. I'm not gonna lie.
For sure.
João Pedro, you're actually one of the more senior players on our team.
Senior players, at least as far as the Premier League, like you've played enough under Brighton that we should be seeing what we saw in the Club World Cup.
We should easily be seeing what we saw. All right, let's get to it. Are you ready to get some Saturday questions? We play Tottenham on tomorrow 7 a.m. Pacific time.
Wait, no, it's a later game. I think it's like 10:30.
It's like 10:30. No, you're right. It is 10:30.
Which I'll take.
I will take that. I love that. Again, if you want to participate in wow, that's not it. You want to participate in it, this QR code is going to be up here for you guys. We're going to get it going. Tottenham. I wanted to start with a little history on Tottenham because even though they look okay this year, we did see them lose in the SPFL Cup. What is that floating around?
I know it's a fishy. It asks what your name is, and I'm putting my name to join.
I've never. All right, so this is a new one.
So cute.
Again, you guys in the chat, you guys watching along on YouTube or Instagram, go ahead and do what I'm doing. I got my phone. I'm going to scan the QR code. You can also take a screenshot if you're watching us on your phone and just open that little QR code. It'll open in your browser and boom, you really do. It's a unicorn.
You got the unicorn. I'm dead.
You get to type in your name.
The penguin. Oh my gosh, they're so cute.
That is something I've not seen on our Minty survey. So again, shout out to new things here on October 31st. And let's do it. So it says respond quickly. I guess 3 players are ready. Oh, that's why this is a timed thing. I'm gonna give it maybe 30 seconds because this is a timed response. That's why you're having to type in your name. Okay, didn't realize.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna let 30 seconds for anybody else to come scan on in and come jump in. Right now we got unicorn, penguins, and fishies floating around, ready to go. Let us know if you guys are watching, if you guys are ready. This is about Tottenham, and I'm going to give you a little preview. Let's just get it going, honestly. We don't have to wait for anybody. Let's just get it going. This is fun. If you guys want to participate, the QR code is always right here. Spider-Man
says you have to start the quiz or reload something.
Let's get it. Let's start that quiz.
the glasses. Those are so funny. I love it. I love it.
All right. We're getting errors for this quiz. Wow. After all this, hold on. Let's see it again. Boom. Question 1 of 1. 2 players ready. Come on. Get to the question.
Hold on. Let me get to it.
There it is.
Okay, wait. Oh, okay. Oh,
it's a device
question. Oh.
When was the last time, Alexis, that we lost to Tottenham?
I think I know this.
Okay.
I think I do. Hold on.
I actually do know this because I made the question, so I don't know why I'm playing this one, but I'm just going to move on.
Okay.
Was it in 23? Was it in 24?
I think I do know this. I think it was 2024, and I feel like it was 2-1. I don't know.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
We got everybody again. And if anybody else wants to participate, we got a minute and 20 seconds
It
for anybody
wasn't
else to jump in.
2025 because it wasn't earlier this year because that's when we won like 4-1
We
and they
smacked
had
them.
like 2 red cards. That was a calamity for them.
Well, that was Nicholas Jackson, right? The Nicholas Jackson. I think he had a hat trick or he had a bunch of goals. It was a calamity.
Hmm.
We also beat them 2-0 at the top of this year in 2025. So maybe the Nicholas Jackson was
Maybe I'm wrong.
2024.
I do remember us losing.
It's crazy because in recent history, Tottenham have seemed like a stronger team. And all I can remember is that one time that they spanked us at home. I want to say they spanked us at home. That was in August of 2022 when they spanked us. No, I'm sorry. That was in April of 22. They spanked us 2-0 at home. In August of 22, Alexis, they tied us 2-2.
Okay, then maybe I got it right. Let's see.
In April 3rd of 2025, earlier this year, or end of last year, we beat them
4-1.
2-0 or 2-1, I believe. 2-1.
Oh, what was that game that we won 4-1 where Cucurella slipped 2 times or something like
And
that?
they got 2 red cards. That
Yeah.
game was December 8th, 2024.
Oh, so I got it wrong.
February 2023. So it's been that long.
Okay.
That is when they beat us.
Okay.
February 2023. That's it. So
I was thinking of the wrong game. I thought April 3rd was that December 8th fixture.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
I felt it. So that's just a little warm up, and
Okay.
that should get our us Blues feeling good. Like
Yes.
Tottenham don't beat us, man. Like Tottenham, even at their best, even with Ange Ball when they won the Europa League, they couldn't touch us.
And
another
real
season
quick,
sweep.
let me read off real quick. I have it saved. Let me read off. They do have some injuries right now, so that's good.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it was not good, but
some Hotspur injuries.
Okay, Tottenham only have 15 outfield players available. They don't have Ramiro. They don't have well, we know Madison's gone. Kulusevski's out. Solanke as well. So those are like some notable players that
those are notable. To be honest, I don't think we're going to see them all season. Like we know Madison's going to be out
Basuma, his ankle as well.
Yes, that's a big one. Basuma's a baller.
Yeah.
But they still have that same kind of, and unfortunately, they don't have the luxury of, because of all these injuries, they don't have the luxury of being able to rotate their lineup. We're going to see probably a similar team to what just lost to Newcastle in the middle of the week. And Newcastle was actually playing a rotated lineup. So that bodes well for us too. That's just us wanting to go ahead and get 3 points at 3 Points Lane. Oops, I'm sorry. It's called Tottenham Hotspur Stadium now. But yeah, that's what we want. Next question. All right, let's get into Chelsea. Since we got Tottenham coming up tomorrow at a beautiful
dreaded question.
Pick two. And quite frankly, the 2 might have to be the 2 on the end because I can't trust Wesley Fofana. Tosin and Chalobah, you've had your chance. I can't do y'all either. So it has to be, and that's crazy that we're picking an 18-year-old and Jorel Hato, who's played maybe all of 3 games so far.
Because 3 weeks ago, I was choosing Chalobah and Tosin.
It was. I think we've chosen Chalobah and Tosin 2 or 3 weeks in a row. And we've thrown H.M. Pong in there. But I will say something you said that last week or the last time we talked. You said it seems that H.M. Pong has to be paired with whomever. Like H.M. Pong at least is showing enough and it's becoming consistent enough that he has to be on the field. And I agree with you. And now look at it. Like now we don't even want.
It was really surprising for him to be subbed off. And as I was listening to commentators and this and that, we thought, oh, for sure, Chalobah is probably coming out.
Right.
Not to take out Achimpong.
Right. It doesn't make any sense.
Just because his momentum. And that's where Maresca has an interesting choice, which we'll probably get to in the other questions. It's like, with your wingers, Maresca, right now, do you want to go with what's safe or do you want to go with who has some momentum?
Right. And that's what football's about. It's about confidence, about momentum. It's about form.
Yeah.
You need the players in form. We'll get to speaking of some players in form, but I think this is about right. I'm totally with these 2 starting, as crazy as it seems, against a Tottenham Hotspur who still have, talent. They got Richarlison up top. They got, They got Xavi Simmons, who's, they got Jed Spence bombing
Kudos.
down the right.
Simmons is
Kudus.
ghost mode, just like Vert.
Simmons is a little bit of ghost.
They're going
Simmons
ghost mode. And then, but I mean,
Kudus has been scoring.
yeah, and Bentancur's been decent. Like they've got a
They've
squad.
got a decent squad.
They've
Got a decent squad. They still play like a little bit of this kind of high line. I don't know if it's adopted from Ange or if Thomas Frank hasn't fully changed it, but quite frankly, Newcastle beat them midweek off of set pieces and counterattacks.
Which is kind of annoying what the game is turning into.
Oh my God.
All these
don't get me started with like and quite frankly, this is a sidebar, but that bodes well for Arsenal. Arsenal's got the best defense in the league and the best set piece, goal scoring in the league. This might just be their year.
No, I know. I hope not.
Harem ball.
Like, I don't ever want to see Arsenal win, but like, low key based on the points.
Low key based on what's going on, based on no team being consistent and long throws being the way to score goals on us. Don't get me started on that Sunderland long throw. Anyway, we're past it. HM Pong and Hato, I agree with you. Those are my center backs. You're starting 2 center midfielders. And I'm curious, Alexis, because this is a big one. I'm curious if you would bring back Enzo and just go with what Maresca was starting with, or have you seen enough out of Lavia to want some Lavia action starting on this? Did Andre Santos do enough for you in the EFL Cup? He's still no. Hold on, let's shout out Sean Hughes right here, throwing out a super chat. 5 great British pounds. Appreciate you, bro. EPB, great channel. Killian Phillips sucks, stink, mirror and stink. This is a Chelsea stream show, and we talking about Scottish Premier League, but I love it. Sean Hughes, appreciate you for the love and for the support on the show. That's big. That's big time. Sean Hughes, I'm curious what you think. Which of the 2 center midfielders would you pick? It looks like, Alexis, you went with Moises and Enzo.
No, I haven't even voted yet. I was gonna vote.
Okay, so somebody went with Moises and Enzo.
I'm gonna do Caicedo and Lavia.
I think I did the same thing.
Because again, like Enzo, I backed you. 2 weeks ago for about 3 weeks. I went back. And then ghost mode. Again, like, why are you doing that to me?
Enzo, man.
Why are you doing that to me?
I'm telling you, this is what he does. And it's like, I don't hate Enzo. And let me tell you, Alexis, I had to come to terms with Enzo. I did not like him. I did not like Argentina winning the World Cup over Mbappe and all of that. I did not like a year later him singing those songs and Wesley Fofana having to call him out online. I did not like him coming into the team and immediately becoming captain. There was a lot of things about Enzo Fernandez that I didn't like. And it's just been a process of, well, he's a good player. I don't think he fits in the system, but he's still a good player. Let's just keep it. But when Lavia is healthy and Moises is healthy, those are my pivots. That's what I want. So,
and he was better. Lavia, he was better in the Wolves game. Yeah,
he was. He played really well in the Wolves game, I think.
Yeah. So Caicedo and Lavia, Santos. Congrats for doing well in the Carabao Cup.
Hey, scored a good goal against Wolves, Shout out. We're going to get to you, Gittins, because we got a lot for you, Gittins. But, Gittins assist. All right. Alexis is not sold on our boy Andre Santos.
No, he's missed too many. He doesn't seem reliable for me. He doesn't.
He doesn't. I need to see, again, this is not their position at all, but I think he scored as many goals as Enzo this year. So they're kind of neck and neck.
For all competitions. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. All competitions.
But Santos, I don't know. I think Enzo has better vision as far as depth of passes. Santos, I don't really see him doing that, to be honest.
Which I agree, but Enzo's depth of passes don't happen in the system that we play. So it's almost kind of 6 and 1, half a dozen the other.
Yeah.
It's tough, but it looks like we know who we want in this midfield, and it's who we got a very, very brief showing of last year in Lavia and Caicedo before Lavia got injured for so long. So hopefully Lavia can stay healthy, and then hopefully we can see a little bit of that midfield dominance that we've seen. I know people talk about Enzo.
It was in the Liverpool game that did Lavia even play that game? I'm trying to think.
Liverpool last year?
No, this year.
No, he didn't. No,
okay. He didn't even play that game.
He didn't. I think he came on at the end. And got some minutes. But Yeah. We're back to center attacking midfielder, and I've put Enzo Fernandez in that position because we know if Enzo Maresca wants to use Lavia and Caicedo, he's going to try to find a way to fit Enzo Fernandez in. Does it make more sense? Enzo Fernandez does definitely, in the absence of our really creative players in terms of Cole Palmer and whomever, Enzo does fit that bill at attacking mid as well.
I feel
Joao
like
Pedro.
because Delap got that red card, we've only got you, and I feel like I don't know Maresca. I think he's gonna play it safe. I think he's just gonna go Jow, and then I think he's gonna put you above. But I actually wouldn't mind seeing Buenanote and then Pedro above him.
That's
That's
my
personally what I
selection.
would like to see, especially after seeing Buenanote at the Wolves game. Buenanote put Jow on top.
I don't know why Buonanotte didn't get any burn against Sunderland. What do you think about? Again, he's not amazing. He's not amazing.
Yeah.
Sometimes he kind of, after a few kind of touches, he does kind of fade into that
Yeah,
midfield
yeah, yeah.
a little bit when they clog it up. But I will say that I'm not disappointed when I see him. Like I'm not like
No.
I see him trying things. I see him hustling. I see him making tackles from that position.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
like, all right, like he could play this
You
against a
can,
good
yeah.
team. Yeah.
I think with you up top, like again, where are the goals gonna come from? I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
With João Pedro, if that game was enough rest for him, I'd love to see you take some shots.
Yeah.
Maybe Buenanote under him could work.
It could work. It could. I just want João Pedro to just kind of focus in, lock in. And again, I hate to be a broken record, but I'm just like, I'm thinking of Nicholas Jackson right now.
I don't
Nicholas
think
Jackson is that ex who you like didn't fully get closure with.
Oh
That's Nico for me right now, man. But I am thinking about it, and I'm just like, I gotta be honest, Alexis. Even with Delap, and there was a lot of excitement around him.
Mhm.
I did hear another Chelsea influencer kind of echoing almost what I was believing, but I kind of stayed silent because I don't want to be the negative Chelsea fan. But
Okay.
Delap has not at all yet shown me enough. Right. So
He's
even
been
if
injured.
he's been injured and, the Club World Cup, he just got there and we got all the somehow. And that's what the influencer said. He said, somehow we give all the excuses in the world to Delap, but we don't give those kind of excuses to the Nicholas Jacksons of the world. And
Nicholas Jackson had been here more than just one season.
for sure. And
So
in 2 seasons, he scored 30 goals. I'm just saying it's December and Delap has 1. I mean, it's November. I'm sorry. It's November. I'm getting ahead of myself. So I'm just saying he's on watch. He just like we put Enzo on watch. I want you guys to we have to start scrutinizing these players. Delap, I know you've been injured and now you put a target on your back coming back into this, us needing you and you jumping in and getting this dumb red card. So
I guess, yeah, if we're going by stats, then yes, Jackson has
Alexis, this
he
is
a striker
strikers.
who has
Strikers
scored.
is stats only. I don't care what you're doing. Holland is the perfect example of this. Men don't touch the ball, but he's got 40 goals this season already or something. It's like we're going by stats if you're a striker. You need to score more goals.
All right.
Wingers, you get to pick 2. This is an interesting one. And while we're picking these wingers, shout out my boy Jamie Gittins. I think he deserves a start. Unfortunately.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that, Gittins, because I think it was when he had like scored on the international break. I was like, nah, that's not enough for me, to be honest.
She wasn't impressed, chat. She wasn't
No.
impressed.
And then I saw his confidence, his flair, and the goal, and I'm like, oh, okay, you're trying to start.
You trying to show us something, ain't you?
Trying to start.
And let me be clear, like it was Wolves' last place team in the league, but
it was a beautiful. If you're gonna take those shots, by all means,
take the damn shot. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for somebody to be like, you know what, whatever. We're all 20. Like, somebody step up and score a goal.
Right.
Like,
love that. I mean? Yes.
But also, even before he scored that wonder goal, which came at what, like the 80th, 90th minute.
The assist.
Before that, the assists, the production, he was carrying us against Wolves, especially in the first half. It was like everything down that left side was like, oh, and he was killing that defender. So I do think he deserves a start. I see somebody put Pedro Neto up here. I think that's the most realistic. I do.
I think yes, because you have someone who's like momentum. Yes, let's see what you can do. And then we have someone who's a bit more stable versus I think the other option, which people may vote, is like, let's do Gittins and Esteval. I think that's too much inexperience on the pitch at the same time.
It's I hear you, but I
In
saw it
my
against Wolves.
opinion.
I saw it against Wolves, and it was probably the best our wingers had started maybe this whole season. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
so and again, it was against Wolves. It's a
It's
League Cup
against
game.
Wolves, it's Carabao Cup. Like,
It's
there's so
Carabao
many
Cup, whatever.
factors.
There's a lot of factors. But I'm just saying, I agree. Like, Neto gives us defense. Neto, it gives us industry. He's safe. But in terms of form, and we just talked about this, right? Like
True.
Esteval, he's 18. He doesn't track back, whatever. But maybe give him 45 minutes. And if he's not doing that shit, then throw Neto on second half. But maybe I'd like to start a little bit more ambitious than we have been doing. That's my only thing.
Yeah, I can't see
It's
him.
not happening. It's
Yeah.
not happening.
Like, I can't see that happening, but I hear it.
Yes.
I hear it. I just like, I don't, against Spurs, I don't know.
Freaking Spurs, man. But
I mean,
again, I will say Jed Spence is one of the best right back. We've talked about him too. He was one of the best left backs in the league right now. So Esteval is going to be having some difficulties on that wing. Maybe we just start Neto. I think Neto's going to be starting on that right wing. I
just
absolutely
for
guarantee
pace
it.
wise, like Neto,
Just
obviously
pace.
he's bringing the pace. I do understand it. I understand wanting to put Gittins and Esteval on the field. I understand it. I just
we also have seen Gittins go ghost. So that is a risk in itself.
No ghost mode.
Yeah. Like one thing I can say about Pedro Neto is, like, in terms of like complete football on the pitch, he doesn't go ghost. Like, if we're not seeing him offensively or he's being annoying, whatever, we're seeing him running and tracking or sprinting and being the only outlet we have. Like, he's doing something. It's just a lot of industry. And so I think that's important. Sean Hughes, I'm going to tap in with what he's saying. He says, drop Garnacho to the reserves. He's sitting on the sponsor board. Celebration is whack. I think his world would be better. Your defense
celebration alone.
Yeah. That celebration does have to go. And I saw something
Why don't
else.
we like it? I'm confused. What's wrong with it?
The internet's undefeated, Alexis. They have dug it up, and every time he's done that sit on the board celebration, they've lost the game. He scored a worldie, and they lost. He scored that freaking Chilena bicycle, whatever. They didn't win that game. They did not win that game. So, and yet again, he did it again. He scored against Sunderland. We didn't win that game. So I think, I might be with the chat on this one. I think Garnacho, you need to show a little bit more, but at least I wouldn't drop him to the reserves though. That's wild. But that celebration got to go.
That's why at the beginning I wanted to clear up that slander where it's like, okay, I think he was always meant to be just the impact player of like the 70th minute, not necessarily a starter.
100%.
Yeah.
And I would start him in some games. Like I am interested to see. Like, again, it's about. I think one of the biggest themes of today's stream is form. If you're in good form, play the man. If he's looking confident, put him on the pitch. That's like.
And he's a good, like, people forget the game. I was actually there, like in London, against Man United and Chelsea, and he was almost going to win man of the match that game for like 2 goals, and then Cole had like just a masterclass. But that might just be his story. Garnacho might just not be getting the glory.
And maybe he's a first half player. Like, maybe we do start him and get him off at the 45th, whatever.
Right.
But it's going to be interesting. But for the wingers, it does look like Neto and Gittins has earned his spot over these last couple of games. João Pedro starting at striker. I mean, Mark Guiu. Shout out Tyreek George. Tyreek George, we've had a lot to say about him, a lot of criticism, but I mean, the man is doing what a super reserve striker needs to be doing. He's scoring goals. He's coming on the pitch. He's scoring goals in the Carabao Cup, which is what he's supposed to be doing. That is his. I'm sure he has it in his contract. You score 10 goals in the Carabao Cup, you get an extra 10 million, whatever.
Yeah,
like it's cool. So yeah, obviously against somebody like Tottenham, but I got to be honest, Alexis, and maybe this is unfair because he's not getting as much of a look, but I'm bringing on Tyreek George over Mark Guiu. I just am.
Yeah, because Tyreek. Well, yeah, because Tyreek will maybe get in a little he'll get in a shot there. Mark, I don't even think I've seen him take a shot. To be fair, he did score
A tap in. It was like a.
I don't know when. I don't know what game
Yeah,
it was. I think it was actually against Ajax. He
that was
did
against
against
Ajax.
Ajax.
Yeah. Ajax
Um,
again. Ajax of the 3 teams we played, 2 being Premier League teams. Ajax was the most in the mud. That was the worst
right.
team we've played all season. So that's a really, even though it was a Champions League match, that's a really tough one to go off.
We needed that though.
We
Honestly,
definitely needed that. We definitely need that.
needed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Tyreek, it's just like he might pull a Fulham last year. Fulham give us that two or that 1-1 type of like.
All we need is that one kind of
All we
moment.
need is
Really.
that one shot. He might. I don't want. Yes, I'm starting Tyreek over you,
Yeah.
but I'll put Jow first. Like I'm not. I'm not trying to have George up there. To be honest,
Not trying to mess around with George starting.
again,
Put Jow up top. Jow
senior
needs to figure it out.
players.
Yeah, 100%.
Spurs.
100%. Spurs is the type of team, especially at this juncture of the season, where they could punch us in the mouth, and I just want to make sure that doesn't happen. In no way, shape, or form should they be beating us, even with this weekend team. But you never know.
I know that, and the thing is, people are trying to figure out the inconsistency per se, and I think it's tying down to youth and maybe substitutions. But we don't know what's going to happen. That is actually the reality. After Sunderland, we do not know.
We need a hero, Alexis. We need a hero.
Yeah, we need a hero like Spider-Man.
I've been running sprints for the last week and a half trying to get in shape. It's not going to happen. I'm not the hero, but we need somebody. We need somebody out here.
Oh my gosh.
I will also say, where are we with Gittins versus Sancho right now? Just like, I just want off the top thoughts right now in terms of like Jadon Sancho and what he provided for us last year, and Gittins probably at this point. Is he in a similar realm? Do you see more promise from Gittins? Obviously, he's younger. Let's not talk about that. Just as a player producing, is he giving us as much or more than Sancho gave us last year?
Right now, no.
Okay.
But maybe, because I think Sancho at this point, did he at least
he had some goals, but he had like a bust out game against, I want to say it was Tottenham, but maybe it wasn't Tottenham. It was a team like Tottenham though.
I mean, right now they're the same, but it looks like Gittins has the trajectory to do more for us. But at this current moment, they are the same. But Gittins is looking promising.
Which I just wanted to bring that up because, I was even maybe more from a FIFA perspective sad that we had to let Sancho go, but he was so expensive. And when I think about it, I'm just like, Gittins definitely does provide that same thing. He provides that excitement off the bench. Now we're saying he should probably start against Tottenham, and he'll give us probably the same thing that, Sancho is able to give us, which is kind of a little bit of excitement, maybe not complete world beater abilities, but something. So for a, probably a 60K a week contract versus a 300 and something contract a week, it was a good move.
Is mad
in retrospect. It is mad, and look where he is now. And this is no
poor
shade
guy
to Sanch.
Being the sub on Villa and then getting subbed,
That's crazy. Now, hopefully, I still got love for you, Sanch. So hopefully you do well. But we all need a hero sometime. All right, last question of the day, Alexis. Last question. I was born in the darkness. Wait, wrong hero. Let me figure it out. Hold on. What's going on? Switch it up. Oh. Last question. This is one I think that might just need to be quintessential ahead of games for now on. Hey, where are we at? Can we get to the last question, please? Sorry, this dog is standing on my technology. Oh, this is not the last question. I'm sorry. I have a couple rankings in here for you. A couple rankings, guys. I'm really curious where we're at. I just threw random players out there. I want you to rank them for me, and I'll tell you why maybe these random players were thrown out here. I see Alexis already has that puzzled face. Like, what are we trying to say here? But I really want to know, of the players who are now healthy. We know Liam Delap is still non-available, but just in terms of these players right now in this season, how would you rank these players? Who is the most important? Who is the least important? Where are we at?
Okay, that I think what popped up is actually what I chose. And
Okay.
I'll explain.
Stop. Let's see. Okay. All right. You're close to what I chose too.
Okay, I chose out of this list.
You chose Neto over João Pedro.
I did because of what he's producing.
What he's done thus far.
Yes.
That's facts. That's actually facts.
Yeah, goals, assists, Neto.
Yes.
And then I did put João Pedro second just for what he brings when he's on the field. But again, that isn't really contributing to stats. He's just
or contributing to wins. He's just on the field and he looks
just
like
on the field, facilitator, does some decent things. Enzo, I put next. Enzo has scored some goals for us this season, and he's our captain, and he'll facilitate corners, things like that. And then I put Esteval, which maybe Esteval and Enzo could be switched.
Mine were swapped. Mine is definitely Esteval and Enzo.
Esteval, his flair, so exciting to watch. And maybe he should have been ahead for that Liverpool winner. Just for that.
The winner was important. I don't know. Enzo Fernandez has scored some goals, maybe not a winner.
And then Gittins, you're only at fifth for me just because I'm seeing it now, which is great, but I'm just now seeing it. So that's right there. And then Delap is just there because it's like
I think had Delap not come back so soon and featured against Wolves, I would have put him over Gittins still. I think that's how close. Oh my gosh. That's how close. And he's been injured for 3 months. So again, that is a good nod to say we're really proud of what we're seeing out of Gittins, especially over the last at least 3-4 games.
Yeah.
But this is really our first understanding of you, and you got a lot more to show. So I think this is fair. I think João Pedro is riding off of his Club World Cup goals a little bit.
To be honest, which is why he's even in the conversation right this, because if we weren't judging that, he would be way lower. He
would be a non-producing striker.
Exactly. Because he's not really giving us anything, but we're like, hey, we saw this from you. We think you can still do this. That's what we're riding on to.
We want you to have. We're also like, praying that you have it.
Yeah, we want this for you.
Yeah, we do. We are playing at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Can we get this win?
Oh my gosh.
Can we get this win?
Oh my gosh. I'm always going to be Chels. Always going to be Chels.
He's proper Chels. Me too. Let's get this done.
I'm always going to be Chels, but.
Oh no, don't say that. Don't say that. Meanwhile, we have our chat over here talking about SPFL. I love that you guys are keeping active. Make sure you guys just subscribe and like this stream and let others know we're in here. We appreciate it.
We got another comment talking about boring in the chat, but I don't think it's about.
I know you saw boring, you got triggered, but he's talking about somebody.
I saw boring. I'm like, again.
Nah, Sean was showing love. Sean doesn't think we're boring. Too crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and throw out somebody I saw on Instagram who says Gittins is way better than Sancho. Interesting. That's interesting. So whatever. That's just a Instagram comment that we've gotten. It looks like we're predicting a Chelsea win. We need this win. We need this win.
Yeah.
1000%.
We kind of need to win all of our games.
We have to win. And we have. I'm going to get to the matches in a second. Let's just look at the table for a second. With Arsenal in first at 22 points, Bournemouth in second at 18, Tottenham, Sunderland sitting at third and fourth with 17 points respectively. Sunderland are playing. They're playing Everton this weekend, so that's a dub. I'm sorry. That's like Everton's not. But maybe you never know. Man City are sitting in 16th. They play Bournemouth this weekend. That's a tougher game than most think. Obviously
Bournemouth is second in the table.
Bournemouth is second. So
which
that's
I've been thinking they're good. They've been good because they're always a hard game. We're not winning by 3-0 those games.
No, Bournemouth is tough, especially if you're playing at their home.
And if we can get Semenyo next year, he could be the answer to a lot of our problems.
Interesting take. Yikes.
The answer to a lot of our problems.
Alexis is already dipping back in the transfer market.
I'm already eyeing.
She's proper Chels. She's proper Chels. She sees the future. Shoot, you need to be playing attacking mid. You have the vision. But
right.
Possibly. Semenyo could be a big pickup.
We need some other people to help us out though right now. We need to
definitely need some
win,
help.
but we're gonna need a Liverpool Aston Villa draw, to be honest.
Yes.
We're gonna need
Come on,
Man
Sancho.
United. We're gonna need a Forest beating Man United. We're gonna need some help, but we also need to win first.
Forest without their right. Yeah, exactly. You know what? I hate this too. I hate that I'm doing this. I'm focusing on everybody else instead of focusing on Chelsea. Let's just start with this. Let's get this W.
Yes.
And then let's move. Let's get our 17 points,
Mm-hmm.
put Tottenham in the mud, and let's move forward. And as a matter of fact, let's get a serious W. Let's beat them 4-0. Like, let's get some goal difference out here.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
serious. The good news is we'll kind of get to see where we're at in the table before our game because the game should be wrapping up. The games are going to start at 8. So it looks like we'll have a good idea where we stand. And if that's what you need, boys, to fuel yourselves, then take it.
I hope they watch the game, man. I hope they watch. And I hope they know that they need to go and put in a performance, put in a real shift. It's Starboy against Starboy. Xavi Simons against Gittins and Esteval. Like, we're going to have to see.
Bundesliga Starboys against Bundesliga Starboys.
There it is. The battle of the Bundesliga.
The battle of the Bundesliga.
Leipzig and Dortmund. Let's go. All right, Alexis. Any other predictions? Any other thoughts going in? Okay, by the way, we also have another relatively easy, or at least it seems easy, Champions League match midweek. Yes. So our schedule is finally kind of opening up. Then we play Wolves next week, and obviously we'll talk about that next week on Starter Bench. But we have some time to get our players back and get in shape before we have Barcelona and then Arsenal at the end of November.
I think my closing thoughts are just show me what you're about.
Ooh.
Show me what you're about.
She put a challenge. Gittins. Show us what you're made of. Show us what you're made of, Gittins.
Yeah.
We need it. We need it. And we need some of those other players, Enzo Fernandez, because we know you're going to play, and Joao Pedro, we need y'all to step up. But Gittins, show us what you got. We want to see more step overs, more getting to the byline, more crosses, more assists, more goals. Let's go. Let's go. Sean Hughes with one more super chat. Appreciate you, brother. He says, "Yous are not boring. The stream is great." I'm talking about, he says the stream is great. That's all we need to know, baby. We appreciate you, Sean Hughes. We appreciate everybody who's tapping in. Make sure to tune in. Starter Bench Live. It's me and Alexis, always giving you what's new and what's
blue.
Hey, yo. We will see you guys next week, 11 a.m. Pacific time on Friday. Hey, up the Chels. Big game tomorrow. Let's do it against Tottenham. We'll see you guys later. Hey, and again, I'm doing a watch party on Saturday. It's a perfect time to do it. Come tap in with me. And hey, I don't know how many people are watching from the States, and I don't know how many people practice this around the world, but happy Halloween. Go out and put your clothes on, costumes on, get your candy, be a hero. Okay? That's coming from
glasses.
That's coming from Spider-Man.
Gosh. I love it. I love it.
We're here.
Bye,
all right,
guys.
Alexis. Up the Chels, up the Blues. We will see you guys